It's contest time again. Let's roll that intro and get into this one and get some comic books to you as quickly as possible. So it's that time. I haven't done a contest in forever, and I've really been kind of slacking on that. So first, my apologies to you. But I wanted to bring back a contest that would really, well, my most popular one. We're bringing back the Villains contest. If you're not familiar, I'll link the video at the end here on one of those little card things that show up someplace up here. I don't know what I'm doing even after this long doing it, but we'll figure it out. But if you're not familiar with the Villains contest, it's very simple. All you have to do is tell me how you relate to a villain. Now, there's, of course, a couple of rules to this. One, it can't be an anti-hero doing something bad. It has to be a villain. Two, the villain has to be doing something bad. It can't be that one time Doctor Doom did something really, really good and you really relate to that. That doesn't work. And the point of this contest is to bring out the little bits and pieces so people can know more about you as an individual. And a person, right? Because we always talk about the good things we do, or there's always perception of the good things we are. So this gives you a chance to really throw yourself out there, and I really hope that you take part in this. This can be really fun. You can also check out all the entries from last year. They're pretty much all over YouTube. A lot of people got involved in this competition, and I really look forward to it. And I hope it's more than just the prizes, although I do have some great prizes. We'll talk more about that. So those are the two main rules. Now, one, you can do a video. That's fine. Just find some way to link the video to me. You can give it to me on Instagram, the Blaster Stash It Facebook page. You can leave a link on the descriptions down below. However you get that video to me. The second way to enter is comment down below. Let's say you don't do YouTube. You don't actually put a video out there, and that's not your thing. I don't want you to feel left out. So what I'll do is if you just tell me down below, right? Tell me the villain, why is the villain bad, and how you relate to that in some way, shape, or form. So yeah, so those are your two ways of entering. Some arbitrary rules. As before, there's no borders on this. Anywhere in the world, wherever you're at, I'll make sure the comic book gets to you, or the comic books in this one. I'll make sure that they get to you. So anybody in the world. However, I only speak like 3 languages. So you're going to have to kind of help me out on that one just a little bit. Like, not to be weird, but maybe some closed caption in English. Whatever the case may be, don't get hung up on it. 2, don't confess to any crimes. Because I'll report you. Like, they'll be like, yeah, I relate to, Carnage because he's a mass murderer and my backyard's filled with bodies. Like, I'm calling the cops. Like, that's no, don't do that, right? Think about this on more of a allegory, right? More like an allegory than an actual persona. Let's see what else. You don't have to like or subscribe to videos. I would appreciate it if you did, but you don't have to enter this. This is completely free, mostly because we don't use a randomizer on this one. I just want what makes sense. I feel like if I just start throwing people into a randomizer, somebody kind of slips in there. Plus, it kind of shows I'm not really watching your video. So I will watch every video that comes to me, probably more than once. I really want the best one to get this book, and I don't want it to be some arbitrary contest. So I hope you can appreciate that to some degree. So yeah, also you got to be 18 years or older, because I'm not trying to message, little kids under the age of 18, get an email from, some middle-aged dude. That never turns out well. I don't care who you are. That's just bad, right? So 18 older, anywhere in the world, video or comments relationship to a villain, and you can't cheat on it, right? So you got to bring out some badness. So you're probably thinking, well, I don't know if I want to throw myself out there like that. Well, like I said, there's been some examples that are already out there now. You can check out the video I have here. There's a bunch of links and reasons and links and comments on there as well. So definitely have fun with this. That's really the point of this. I think last year I gave the example of Thanos and the snap and why he did that in Infinity Wars. This year I'll use a Doctor Doom reference. I can relate to Doctor Doom, especially in some of his older comic books. I've been known to have somewhat of an ego in certain situations. Especially if I feel like I'm being attacked or something like that. I get sharp, to the point, and poignant about things. So I can be kind of almost come off very aggressive in those cases. I don't do it to be a villain, but if I had to relate, I could see Doctor Doom doing the same thing. See how easy that was? Like, imagine that. Somebody on YouTube has a fault. Right? It's that easy. So definitely have fun with this. Don't get hung up on it. Now, you're probably wondering, well, how much time do I have to do this? You get 1 month. I generally do my contest for 1 month long. So that will give you till February the 2nd. I'll repeat, February the 2nd, 2020. So what do you get for all this hard work that you're doing? I should make it worth your while, and I will. I think I will. I think this is probably, I don't know if it's my most generous giveaway, but it's up there. All right, first, right, we can start off with the lesser books. I'm going to give you Venom, #1, First Host, and that is the Dale Otto cover right there from Scorpion. Now, first off, that's a cool cover. Like, you got to be legit on that one. Next, this is kind of a weird one, but there's a reason why. This is Marvel Premiere featuring Iron Fist. You're probably thinking, why is this one here? This has the Marvel value stamp. It's number 74, which is the Stranger. Sometimes it's a little harder. I don't know if you're a value stamp collector or not, but I do know that that's a kind of a hard one to find. Of course, with the new stuff coming on Disney Plus and everything, figured I'd throw this in there too. For some of you that haven't gotten on board with this yet, this is Captain America #25, the first appearance of Sam Wilson as the Falcon. So there's that. I have quite a few of those, actually. It's kind of weird. And you know me, I like my older Silver Age and my Golden Age and my own personal collections. So I had 2 copies of this. I'm sending out the better copy. And this is Justice League #46 with Solomon Grundy, Blockbuster, and the Antimatter Man. Yeah, there you go. This is also the first appearance of the Silver Age Sandman. So that's something for you there too. If you're one of those people that collects because you spec or whatever, this is probably something you're going to want in your collection. Again, that's Justice League of America #46. So I think that's pretty fair. Also, I'll throw a couple of other things in there for you as well, just to kind of round out the weight to the nearest pound, because that doesn't feel quite like a pound. So we'll level it out with a couple of other comic books, something you might be interested in. I don't know. So again, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. It has to be a villain, and it has to be a villain being villainous. Also, if you don't mind, if you do the video, if you don't mind showing the comic book with the particular villain on it, maybe there's a particular cover or inside of a story, whatever the case may be, something to kind of give it some meat on there, that would be really good. Mostly talking to the YouTubers here. If you're a commenter, just tell us which comic book it is. I'll be happy to look it up. So yeah. So again, anywhere in the world, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. Must be 18 years or older, right? Video or comments will be appreciated. Just make sure I get that link. Comment down below, leave a link down below, hit me up on Instagram, whatever the case may be. Just make sure you get either a thumbs up from me or an okay or whatever the case may be, some sort of identification that I've gotten it from you. I will always respond. So yeah, let the villainy begin. All the little evil bits about you, we're going to throw it out there. So have fun with this, because that's the whole purpose of this. I'll remind you more about this later. I'll see you all. Oh, wait, we got stuff going on. Saturday night over on the Blaster Stash It channel, we have the fourth annual Stashies. That's our kind of a year-end review of all of our comic books. Looks like some of the crew's going to be back there. It's going to be great having them on there. Spectacular Spider Grandpa, Drew Manchu, Huey, and myself. We're going to talk about what we really like this week. Got a whole list of categories of both blasting and stashing stuff throughout the year. And then we're going to turn right around. It's a busy week for us. And we're going to do our comic book review show Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on YouTube. So definitely check out Blast It or Stash It. Yeah. And as we get closer, I'm going to be going to Emerald City Comic Con. If you're going to Emerald City Comic Con, let me know. Me and Huey, we would really love to meet all the people out there that we can. Love to buy you a beer or whatever your thing is, or just hang out with you and talk comic books, because that's what we do. Apparently, my dog's choking on something, and I'm not editing this. I'm going back to the old school days. All right, guys. Awkward sip of tea with vodka. And I'll talk to you all soon. Bye.